Strikes in Rafah have heightened the concerns of an escalation in Gaza's southernmost city, where hundreds of thousands of Palestinians have sought refuge. Of the 1.7 million people displaced in Gaza, the majority are situated in Rafah Governorate, where humanitarian operations are now based. The growing insecurity in Rafah has greatly impacted our ability to respond to the humanitarian needs of the population there. Ground operations, ground military operations, and heavy fighting between Israeli forces and Palestinian armed groups continue to be reported, obviously in Rafah, but also in Khan Yunis. In Khan Yunis itself, intense fighting, especially near the Nasser and Al Amal hospitals, continues to jeopardize the safety not only of medical staff, but also, of course, of the patients, the wounded, and the sick those doctors and nurses are trying to take care of.
Edie's question about Rafah.
What we want is to ensure that anything that happens is done in full respect of international law, in the full respect of the protection of civilians. We will not be party to forced displacement of people. As it is, there is no place that it's safe, currently safe in Gaza. There's a great challenge. Vast majority of people are in the south. In the north and in central Gaza, where there may be less, let's say, kinetic activity, to put it diplomatically, there still remains a huge challenge of unexploded ordnance. You can't send people back to areas that is littered with unexploded ordnance, not to mention a lack of shelter.
The Secretary General made a call.
The humanitarian supplies may last us just days. We're not getting enough. We're not getting enough goods in. I mean, we've seen there were demonstrations at the Kerem Shalom crossing. There were demonstrations in Nitzana, which has hampered our ability to get all the humanitarian aid we want to see in. And frankly, the deconfliction process that we have in place with the Israeli authorities is also not working, which means that we're not able to go north of Rafah in a way that we want to go in.